I'm going to show you the most in-depth information. It's the deepest dive into MGM Signature. I want to get you what the HOA is, the full picture, not just part of it, the full picture of the HOA, the floor plans, how to know which one has a strip view, what the numbering system is, and the next thing, I'm going to look at what the inventory actually is right now. We are in the 8th month of 2024. Let's get into the video, and it's going to be a deep dive. So let's go, guys. All right, so this is MGM Signature. If you are familiar with it, I'm assuming you are because you're watching this video, but you have 3 different towers right here. Topgolf is right here. This is Harmon, and this over here is Las Vegas Boulevard. So if I zoom out a little bit more, you can see where MGM Signature is in relation to the Bellagio, Aria Casino right over here, and then the Cosmopolitan, of course, and then Planet Hollywood. So we're right here with Planet Hollywood, and you have Eiffel Tower right over here, and MGM Signature is, boom, right here. 3 towers sitting right here. So let's get into the actual HOA. I have 3 different papers, actually 4 different papers, because there's multiple different ways of actually looking at this community. So if we're looking at, you know what, let me redo my map here. If we're looking at using it as a rental property, and using it as a rental property and doing it yourself, using it as a oh my gosh. Okay, you can use it 3 different ways. Have the HOA manage it for you, or the front desk, right? The front desk manage it for you, get into the rental pool program. You can have a third party rent it for you, get into their program. They'll usually take a little bit less of a fee and they'll manage it all for you. Or you can rent it yourself, be hands-on, and you could be outside of this state. You could be outside of the country managing this thing because all the tools are there for you to use. Or live in it yourself. Never rent it out. Use this as your vacation home in Las Vegas or primary residence. So let's get in and break down all of this and what the cost is for all of it as well. Here we go. So I'm pulling in my handy-dandy cheat sheet that I just received from MGM Signature with the most updated information. So if we're looking at a studio unit in MGM that is in their rental pool program, if you want to do the 50-50 split and the hotel manages it for you, this sheet is for you to really hone in on. So you have your HOA fee, they call it the shared component fee. That will be $873.60 every month. Your transient rental fee will be $250 on top of your $873 monthly HOA dues. So you have both of those things are going to be charged monthly. These are your extra items that are going to happen. You're going to have a 5% FF&E reserve, which is the furniture. If your property needs to be updated for some reason, there's a chair that needs to be reupholstered, they can use your reserves, your FF&E reserves, and reupholster those items. They take 5% of the gross rental rate before the splits, and it puts it into a separate account for you to use later as needed. The maintenance fee. So if for some reason you have a maintenance item that needs to be taken, it's $7 per transient rental guest occupied. Management fee, 10%. They have a 10% transient rental guest occupied rental rate. Group management fee, 3% per transient rental group occupied. So these things are also going to be added on top of this HOA if you are renting it within their management program, their rental pool. Now, if you are looking at these other items, there's additional fees that come into play. So liquidated damages. So if you are in the rental pool program and then refuse to get it rented and just stay in it the whole time, from my understanding, $500 per night that it's sold out. So it's sold out, the whole hotel's sold out, and your unit is not in it. $500 fee. Daily housekeeping. Daily housekeeping is $30 when occupied by owners and authorized users. So if you're in the rental pool program and you want daily service, you do not have to have this. If you want daily cleaning, $30 for every cleaning when you're occupying it. If the hotel is renting it out and it's their rental guests, you do not get charged this fee. There is no fees for them to do the daily cleaning while they are renting it to a guest from their side. Interesting thing, if you're in the rental pool program right here, 30 minutes or less for engineering services. If you have maintenance come to your room, if they're there for 30 minutes or less fixing some kind of problem, clogged toilet or who knows what, anything, there's no charge for them to come fix your unit if it only takes them 30 minutes or less to do it. If it takes 31 minutes or more, they have a $75 fee. Again, this is for a studio unit in the rental pool program. Smoking or vaping. If someone smokes in your unit, there's a $1,000 fee. Now, I did clarify with them that this is not going to be charged to you as the owner. This is charged to the guest who is staying in the unit. So that is not a fee that you're going to be having to deal with. Storing items on balcony. If for some reason you're putting stuff out on the balcony, you can't do that in this tower. They charge you a $100 fee per occurrence. If your guests are doing it and it's in the rental pool program, that fee would grow on to them, right? So you didn't rent them, you didn't put it in place. The management team did, they charge it. Throwing stuff off the balcony, $500 fee. Do not have, if you're a guest in a hotel, don't throw things off the balcony. They will charge you for it. If the guest does disruptive behavior resulting in disruption to other hotel operations, and the police may have to be called potentially, $100 fee for this occurrence. Again, this is passed on to your guest, not specifically you, because you have no control over what the front desk does, who they put in your unit, right? This one says another violation under Article 5, 6, 7. Under 7, it's $100. I don't know what this article is. I'll have to do a little bit deeper into that, but not for this video. So this is for, again, renting as a studio in the rental pool program. Now the other option, not being in the rental pool program, doing it as a third party or doing it yourself, let's look at that one. So now, if we are in this rental pool, the studio suites that are not in the rental pool program, you're going to be looking at a shared component fee, which is HOA, of $873. That part does not change. It's the same HOA fee. What part does change is this transient rental fee. So if you are renting it out yourself or with a third party, besides the hotel, the rental fee goes to $500. Previously, it was $250 over here. So $500, it doubles basically. But you don't have to pay the 50-50 split. You could be whatever split you have with your operations manager. It could be a 20% split, 25. You could be doing it yourself. There is no split then. So it's 100% to you. DTI. This is not debt to income. This is direct TV and internet. So $35 if you are outside of the rental pool program, you are charged a $35 for monthly television and internet services for your unit. Now, if we go down here, there are slight variations. A lot of things are very similar, but there are slight variations for not being in the rental pool program and being outside of it. The daily housekeeping fee is $45. So if you do have an owner, if you're in the unit yourself and you want daily service, $45. If you have a guest that's in there and wants, a cleaning service and you are allowing them to have this, then it would be $45 per event. Now, this would actually end up being charged by the guest because they put their card on file. So if you're not in the rental pool program and your guest says, "Where's my daily house cleaning?" you should definitely put in the notes that says there is no daily house cleaning when you're renting through, yourself on AirBNB or through the management company that you have. But it is a $45 charge for this. Long-term rental administration fee. So if you have somebody in there long-term doing monthly bookings on it, there is a $100 each month fee for that as well. Check processing fee. If for some reason you're writing checks, they're going to charge you $15 for that. Now here's the interesting thing. The benefit of being in the rental pool program was that your maintenance, if maintenance has to come to you, it's 30 minutes or less is free. Now 30 minutes or longer, 30 minutes or more, 30 minutes or less, it's a $175 fee for this. So if you go 30 minutes or more, it's $175 as well. So anytime they come to your unit, it's going to be $175, no matter what. Keep that in mind. A 1 hour or more, if it's going to take them way long, it's going to charge them $225. Remember, if you are in the rental pool program, they just do a 70, if it's 30 minutes is free, $75 for 31 minutes or longer. It doesn't specify if it's there for more than an hour. So here it's a little bit more cost on that side. Engineering services fees between the hours of 4:30 p.m. and 8:59 a.m., which is considered after hours. Fees do go up. Anytime after hours is $325 per hour. Smoking or vaping, same $1,000. Items on the balcony, same $100 fee. Throwing things off of the balcony, $500 fee. Disruptive behaviors, $100. Those are the same. But the big things are all these other items if you are a studio not in the rental pool program. Next, we're getting to, guess what? A one bedroom. So a one bedroom in the rental pool program will be these fees right here. Let me zoom in a little bit more. The shared component, which is your normal HOA fee, is $1,746.16. Your transient rental fee for being in the hotel rental pool program is $275 a month. That's your HOA monthly. Now, if you are going down here, you still have the FF&E reserves of 5%. So if from the gross rental rate that the management team has from renting your unit within the rental pool program that's managed by the hotel, they will take 5% of the gross rent, put it in a reserve fund to help fix your unit going forward in the future. Maintenance fees. You will have a $10 maintenance fee per transient rental guest occupant night. Management fee. You'll have a 10% per transient rental guest occupant night. And a group management fee of 3% per transient rental guest booking night. Or per booking, I guess. There we go. Now, those are the same as the studios, so that nothing really changes there as far as being in the rental pool program by the hotel. Now, additional fees, liquid damages. If for some reason you're in the rental pool program, you're not letting them put your unit, book your unit, and it's a sold out night that all other units are sold out, they will charge you $750 for your one bedroom suite. Daily housekeeping, if you're in it when it's occupied by the owner or their authorized guest, and if you want daily cleaning service, it is a $40 a night charge, or $40 per occurrence charge. Let's see, specialty housekeeping services varies based on the type of service as requested. So if for some reason you're just like, I just need towels, please bring me towels, it will be a smaller charge than just doing your housekeeping. If you need new sheets for your bed, right? Instead of doing the whole thing, it's just a smaller fee for that. Engineering services. If you are in this hotel rental pool program, it's 30 minutes or less is no charge at all, so that's good. 30 minutes or longer, 31 minutes or more, $75 for the fee. Now, vaping or smoking, there's a $1,000 fee for this. It gets passed on to your guests because, of course, you're in the hotel rental pool program. You're not in control of them doing this. Storing items on balcony, $100 fee. Throwing items off of the balcony, $500 fee. Disruptive behavior, and so on, $100 fee for this. Now, this again is for one bedroom suites in the rental pool program with the hotel. Next, let's go outside of the rental pool program and go to what would the fees look like if we were renting it ourselves or through a third-party booking company, or if you're just going to maintain it by yourself. So if you are in a one-bedroom suite and you are an owner-occupier, you are not, well, you know what, let's go to this. If you're going to be in the one-bedroom suite and you want to rent it out, you're going to be renting it out through Airbnb yourself, or you're going to rent it out through a third party. Doesn't matter. All of that, these fees will go along with that. So if you are renting it, doing active rental activities, shared component is still $1,746.16. The transient rental fee is $550. The DTI, which is the direct TV and internet, is $35. And these are all the monthly charges that you have for doing rental activities with your unit outside of the rental pool program with MGM Signature. Additional fees. Daily housekeeping, For a one bedroom, it's $70. If you want rental, if you want cleaning service, and you're not in the rental pool program, if you're just there yourself, owner occupied, and you want cleaning, $70 for the one bedroom. Long-term rental administration fee. If someone, if you're there long-term, if it's a long-term rental, it's $100 a month for that. Checking processing fee, 15. Actually, it says each long-term guest. So a long-term guest would be 30 days or longer. So I don't know if this is a monthly fee. It doesn't say it's monthly. It could just be a $100 fee for having someone there long-term. That's what I'm reading here. I don't want to assume something, so I want to backtrack on what I just mentioned. Check processing fee. If you are writing checks, it's a $15 processing fee for this. Let's go over to here, engineering services. For 30 minutes or less, so no matter what you call them out, it's going to charge $175 for maintenance to come to your unit and service your unit. 30 minutes or more, still $175. If you're there for more than 1 hour, he is going to charge you, or they charge you, $225 for their service. Now, having them on site, I can say, is very helpful. So I am happy to pay for it to resolve issues. Engineering services fees between the hours of 4:30 p.m. and 8:59 a.m., which is considered after hours, they charge $325 per hour. So that is a large fee. Smoking and vaping, $1,000 fee, just like all the other ones. Storing items on balcony, $100. Throwing items on the balcony, $500. And you can see those are all kind of the same across the board. $100 fee if you do disruptive behavior. And again, those fees are implemented to the guest or to you if you're the one causing it. This is for outside of the rental pool program. Now, that is all of the items for the different ways you could do it. If you are an owner-occupier, you are not renting at all, these are your fees. The owner-occupiers pay for a one-bedroom unit. You pay $1,746 a month for your HOA. You do not pay a transient rental fee at all. You have the DTI, which is your TV and internet, and that's $35. So you have $1,700 and the $35, and that is your cost. If you want the service for cleaning your unit, housekeeping, $70 per occurrence. You would maybe do it once a week, once every month, or every other month, however you want to do it. You can do it for only $70. That's for the one bedrooms. The studios, on the other hand, if you're an owner-occupier in the studios, you will only pay your, let me see, just want to make sure it's right here, $873 a month plus your $35 TV and internet. So those are the total fees. And if you do want a daily housekeeping as an owner-occupier, it's $45 per occurrence. So those are the total fees for the MGM Signature property and their HOA, and all the different ways you can redo the HOA, right? And how you can actually utilize your property. That's one of the big things about this, and why a lot of people are purchasing these hotel condos, is because you could live in it full time, you could rent it any which way you want, and it's so flexible because the zoning allows for it. Now, one other thing, here's an extra pro tip. If you are renting this, you as a short-term basis, and it's not being managed by a company, you're the one doing it, you will have to pay a yearly fee of $300 for a license, a short-term rental license. That's completely separate. If you heard anything about people having problem getting licensed for AirBNB in Las Vegas, that's a totally different separate. You as an owner in MGM Signature, that does not apply to you. They have a separate license for you for this. It's $300 per year. Now, if you have a management company, a third-party management company, or the hotel renting it for you, they have already paid this fee. You do not have to pay it. You don't have to worry about it at all. So that is one thing that you would have to think of if you are doing any rental activities like this. Now, next thing, let's get into the floor plans. So the floor plans are absolutely fun because if you are shopping online, you have no idea really what you have to rely on the realtor's pictures, and the realtors take terrible pictures, and a lot of them, in my opinion, don't do professional photography, and they may just use their cell phones. You're relying on a lot of factors, and a lot of these listings, as you know, if you're shopping online, just look terrible. They don't show you the view. They may not show you the actual unit itself. It may be a completely different unit or a similar unit. So you have to be really careful with this, and you have to really know what you're looking for. In some ways, to be able to figure out the information without seeing it in the pictures is this right here, the floor plan numbers. So if we're looking and you want to get onto the strip view, let's say you want to be on this side of the community because you want to be on this side right here, looking over here, having this strip view, let me show you those numbers. And then I'll show you the opposite numbers as well. So we have 3 different towers, but really only 2 floor plans that are separate. And I'm actually going to readjust this and try to bring it right here. Maybe this will give you an idea without my picture being in the way. Here we go. I'm going to try to make it a little bit larger. We'll drag it a little bit. I think this will probably be good. This is probably good for you guys. If you are wanting a strip view, strip side, you're going to be looking at these numbers right here. And don't worry about this one as well. I mean, the same thing goes on this side. I'll tell you where these numbering systems vary. It's right here where this elevator is. One building, they put an elevator on this side, the left side, and the other, they put it on the right side. So a few numbers change on the non-strip side. But if you're looking at the strip, these numbers are right where we're at. So 01 is a 1-bedroom. These big squares on the corner of the buildings are all the 1-bedrooms. You got a 1-bedroom over on this side and a 1-bedroom here. So in each tower, in each floor of the building, there is only 2 1-bedrooms per floor that have a strip view. 01 is 1 corner and the 2-1. So what do I mean by 01 and 2-1? It is the last number in the unit. So if we're looking at these is actually all the inventory that we're going to go over here in a little bit. But if we're looking at this one right here, 2401 and 2403, this is 2 units combined. They want $900,000 for it. So 2 units combined, 2401 and 03. Now I bring this back over here, 2401 and 03, right there. Do you see it? Yes. So the last 2 digits of the number is the floor plan, which will let us know the view. If you have an 01 and an 03 studio, 01 1-bedroom, you're a strip view all the way. If you have an 03 studio through all of these numbers here, 05, 07, 09, 11, 15, 17, 19, all of these, 21, all of these have strip views. And you can just look at the last 2 digits of the numbers, of the unit number, they all have strip views. Now the first 2 digits of the unit number, if we're looking right here, 2401 again, 24, that is the level that the unit is going to be on. The 24th floor and the 01 floor plan. So now you know what level you're at and what view you're going to have just by knowing this numbering system. It's very valuable. So save this video and just refer back to it or screenshot all of this information because it's so valuable when you're actively shopping for a unit in MGM Signature. Now, here's the non-strip views. A lot of people like this because it's an airport view, potentially an airport view, watching the airplanes take on and off. So if you want to be on the airport side, you're going to be looking at 2 different numbering systems. So they're all following the basically same thing, but here it is. So in most of the towers, you're going to have this one. So the 20 will be a 1-bedroom. The 02 will be a studio. Then you have, here, let's step back. You have 3 1-bedrooms on the non-strip side, 3 1-bedroom options on the non-strip view side of these towers, of all the towers. Now, with that being said, 2 of those 1-bedrooms are corner units, just like the other side of the building. You have 2 on each corner is a 1-bedroom, so 20 and 20. Oh my gosh, my numbering system's messed up. I need to change this. This is supposed to be 02. All right, so through the magic of YouTube, I have fixed my problem. So I had a numbering system when I was creating this. I literally just created this floor plan map, and now I've just edited it as well. So if you are looking on the non-strip side over here, your 02s and your 20s, I had these kind of mixed up. I did both of them as 20s last time. So your 02 is going to be a corner 1-bedroom that is a corner 1-bedroom away from the strip. It's going to be the mountain and airport view. Your corner unit over here, 20, mountain and airport view. And we have 2 different numbering systems. You'll have 04 and an 06 and an 18 on one tower that will be all studios. And then an 08 in the middle of the building, a 1-bedroom that is not corner. It's in the middle. So really, the only thing that changes is one window goes away. That's it. The floor plan is exactly the same, but one window goes away, and I'll show you what that is just in a little bit. Now, if you're in the other community, one of the other towers, the numbering system will look like this. 02 for the, of course, for the corner one bedroom. 04, then you have elevator stack. And then 14 will be the one bedroom that is in the middle of the building without the window, right? So 08 and 14 are both non-corner one bedrooms facing away from the strip. So you may want to screenshot this one. This is the accurate one here for the floor plan, as opposed to my previous mistake on that one. And then you have the studios here as well. 16 and 18 are all going to be studios facing the non-strip, or the mountain side and the airport side. Here we are. And now let me go into an 08 or a 14, whichever one I find first, and let you see where that kind of window disappears from. Right? Okay, so here we are. We're going to look at the 25th floor, 24, 25, 14, and here we are. This is where we're going to find the window that does not exist anymore. So this is going to be a interior one bedroom unit that is facing the mountains or facing the airport. So here we go. Let's get into these. All these pictures look pretty blurry. Hold on. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, okay, you know what? It was just because they're small. I was gonna rag on agents for not taking good, clear pictures, but these are great. These are just fine. So here we are. I'm going through. This is the studio side. Darn it. Where's the one bedroom? Let's get into that one bedroom so we can see where that unit, or where that picture or the window disappears. Here it is. One here and there. Perfect. Okay. This looks like a totally normal one bedroom setup. The difference is on this left side over here. So let's go to the right. Let's go to the right. Here we go. Normally behind this TV stand in this picture area will be a window. That is the only difference. Everything else is exactly the same. All of it's set up correctly as if it was a normal corner one bedroom. This is the only thing you miss is one window because it's not a corner. You're looking out through all the other normal windows. So that is the one difference between the 08 and the 14 floor plans. Both of those do not have the window right there. And let me just, for fun, let's go over and show you what this window actually looks like so you can take a look at it and compare while you're watching this video. So here we are. I'm going to find the units. Of course, it's great views. Great views. Here it is. So looking at this, you have a window right behind your TV. This is all the corner units. All the corner one bedrooms will have this window right here behind the television. So there you go. Oh, and fun fact, they have this TV up here, and you may say, why is there a TV up on my desk? Can I put it down? No, you cannot. In the beginning, they would have these TVs that come out, it's very cool and trendy, super neat, come out of your desk, and then they would break all the time. The tracks would break, and so then you couldn't get them down, or they couldn't get them up. And so what they did is they permanently made all of them stand up. So all of them are up all the time. There is no way to retract it. It's just a permanent thing. Whenever they do a refresh on the property, maybe they're going to address this. And that is another big thing. You know what? I'm throwing that in here right now because I don't know when this is going to happen, but it will happen probably within the next 2 years. I am talking with the management companies all the time to figure out what's the new stuff that's going on. And management said to me, within 2 years, we are most likely going to have a refresh program or some kind of renovation for all of the units in MGM Signature. And we don't know what it's going to look like because they're at the very beginning stages of talking about this. But from my history for other towers, like if we go to Trump or Palms Place, Trump just did a full rehab of all of their units. They called it a refresh program. That one, the studios paid about $10,000 to $11,000, depending if it's a double queen or a single king, $10,000 to $11,000 for their unit to be refreshed and redone. And then the one bedrooms, the full one bedrooms, paid about $17,000. So you could be looking at a charge like that, depending on the level of detail that they're going to be doing in MGM Signature. They may do the same thing. New carpets, new drapes, an refresh on it. If they wanted to fully go through and take stuff out, like let's redo the kitchen cabinets, let's redo, let's say, what is this? These built-ins, here. I want to show you the built-ins so you can see what I'm talking about. There it is. These built-ins. These built-ins look like, right now they look okay, they're fine, but they are dated looking. If you're thinking that you want something new and fresh, this is not the newest and freshest thing. I mean, I think they're okay, but is this something that you would do? Built-ins for homes usually don't age well, age gracefully. But they are here. They may want to just rip them all out and redo them, or they may get rid of them. Who knows? But if they do something new like that, to that level, you could go up to quite a bit for a renovation cost. But of course, it'll be cheaper than if you were doing it by yourself, because that's just what it's going to be. The hotels buy huge quantities, and if you have, 1,500 rooms that you're doing, you're going to get really good rates on that. So I'm not too afraid of that, and I think that would be, whatever it is, it will look very nice and pleasant when it's done. And it will increase your property values, to me, guaranteed. All right, on to the next item. The next item is going to be inventory, the current inventory. Let's get into these units themselves, and I can show you kind of where things are at and kind of explain what I've seen, what I've sold, and what people are trying to do. So right now in MGM Signature, this is all of the units that are available in the tower, and there's 71 units available. 71 units, and then let me scroll all the way down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them are currently under contract. And so now, with that being said, 71 minus 8, that's the current inventory. Now, the cheapest units, let's just look at the studios first. I'm going to go up here, and we're going to just look at studios, then we'll look at one bedrooms, then we'll look at a combined of the one bedrooms and the studios. And you know what? Let me bring you down. There you are. I need to change my position. My legs are actually dying. They're going to sleep on me. So here we go. Going here, I am looking at MGM Signature, and we're just going to do the studios. So I'm going to go everything under 600 square feet will be all the studios in the building, and that's 35 units right now that are available that are studios. So how do we want to break this down? Typically, values are associated based off the level, how tall they are or low they are in the building, what side of the building they're on, so what kind of view they're looking at, and then with this tower specifically, if they have a balcony or if they don't. Some of these studios do not have a balcony, and that does affect the value of the property. So let's take a look at this. Right now, $399,000 is the highest price, and then we go down here, it should be about $298,000. So we have a $100,000 differential between the lowest price and the cheapest price in the building. This one is going to be another detail on this. Anything that's the 29th floor and higher up to the 38th floor, 29 through 38, all is considered penthouse level. What does that mean for you? I haven't noticed much of a difference. The only difference that really makes a big difference is the ceiling height. It goes from 9 foot tall to 10 foot tall. That's it. But it is a premium. People do enjoy it. They do like it. I like it because it makes the unit feel bigger. So that is one of the penthouse things. So keep that in mind when you're looking at these prices, because it does affect the value of the unit drastically. So let's look at this. So 3016, 3116, all of these are going to be on the back side of the building. Let me just I'm going to make sure I follow along with my map, because hey, if you don't have it, pull it up. Pull up your map that you just took a screenshot of. The corrected one, not the other one. Okay, so if we're looking at 16, we are looking on the back side of the building. So 3016, 3116, 3219, that's going to be on the strip side, so that's the lucky one on the strip side. These two, 32, 30th floor, 31, listed at $400,000, drastically overpriced, man, drastically overpriced. 3219, so one floor higher than these guys over here, 1 or 2 floors, but it's on the strip side. 390, that one's not too bad, not too bad. The one drawback for having this one right here is that it does not have a balcony. So this one right here, if I click into it, I will guarantee that this thing, look at that, boom, no balcony. I can tell you that just by looking at the unit numbers. So this one will not have a balcony, the 19 floor plan, because any unit that is also attached, here we go, this is your cheat sheet for you, any unit like this 19 that's also attached to a 1-bedroom, they do not have balconies on that. These other guys have the balconies in the middle here. This, O3, if it's attached to the 1-bedroom, O3, O1, it does not have the balcony on the O3. The 1-bedrooms are the one that have the nice big balcony on it. And for some reason, the designers of the building said, if you have a studio attached to a 1-bedroom, let's not give you guys a balcony. Don't know why. Don't know why. But let's keep going down. 3209 for $389,000. That's a little bit high. That's high. So if we're looking at 09, he is a strip view. He's going to be having a balcony. And let's take a look at this real quick. Oh my gosh, he doesn't have a balcony. Oh my gosh, he doesn't have a balcony. In 09? That seems odd. I wonder if these are real pictures. But yeah, so this one shows that it doesn't have a balcony. So this price is too high. So 09, price too high. Let's keep going on this. Let's see which ones do have balconies. 2811. So here you go. 11 floor plan. This one should have a balcony. It doesn't have a balcony. What is going on in this world? Okay, so if you have a balcony, you're at a big premium on the price. These prices are, I think, $375. It's probably fair for having a unit that is strip view, studio side, higher floor, right? So let's look at this. 18 is going to be on the non-strip side. So $375,000 on the non-strip side, way too high. Let's just skip down. Check this out. Let's go all the way down to the bottom to the cheapest stuff, the cheapest property. Oh my gosh, this is a deal right here. 3704. 3704. Let me look at it. Oh, that's on the non-strip side. So you're looking at the units over there. The 04 floor plan. And let me make sure I get this. Boom, boom. And I am actually looking at my other stuff. Here we go. Correct floor plan, 04. So 04 unit is on the non-strip side, and it is attached to a 1-bedroom, so it does not have a balcony. So 04, no thank you at $340,000. Even though, man, this is really high. 37th floor. There's only 38 floors in the building, right? So this is really, really high. And that 38th floor, when you get units on the 38th floor, man, they get great premiums. So let's go all the way down to the bottom. So 3rd floor and the 4th floor, 300,000, 310, and then there was one on the 10th floor, which is pretty good, 308. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. And that is going to be attached to a 1-bedroom, just like this 03 is attached to the 1-bedroom, so no balconies on these. So the balconies do give a premium for sure. So let's look at this. 11, that should definitely have a balcony, right? So here, let's pull it up and see if it does or not. Oh man, I'm worried now. I'm like doubting. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Why does nothing have a balcony? We need to look further into this and see why and which ones actually do have a balcony. Let's look at 15. 15 is right next to 11, literally next door to 11. There's a balcony right there. I know it. What? Yeah, there it is. Perfect. So 15 does have a balcony. Man, I'm writing this down because I'm learning this as we go, because usually I just walk in and they have balconies, but man, that's interesting that some of them, all these 11s do not. Yes and no. 11s do not. Let's go through and hit, the next one. 05. 05 is right here. There's an 05, 2705 under contract. Right now, it's listed as $400,000. $400,000 for the studio. Then they will sell. They will definitely sell. It's under contract right now, and let's look at this, and it has a balcony. Perfect. Balcony unit right there, and it is under contract, $400,000. That the balcony affects the price. I can't say this enough. Having a balcony affects the price. You definitely want to have that. If you're getting a studio, I would want that for sure. Like, that's a big deal to me. People don't. They may not use a balcony. You may not use a balcony in your active living. You may have one off your home right now. You may be looking outside and say, oh, there's my balcony that I never use. But here it makes a difference in the value. It does. It really does. So let's do that. We've done the 05. We've done the 03. Let's see if we can find 07, 09, 17. Here we go. 07. There it is. Let's see what this one has. Has a balcony. 07s have a balcony. Perfect. Right on. And then we know that the 19s do not. I'm just going to write this down. 19s, the 11s do not. Let's head to 17s and 15s if we can. Let's see what we got for 17s and 15s. Do we have anything? Nothing. None of those are available right now. The 16 is on the back side of the building. That one, I don't believe it did have a balcony because it is attached to a one bedroom. No balcony on that one either. Oh my gosh, cool. So there is only a few units that have balconies. I feel like these units come up in droves, right? So it's like you have multiple units that just come up and they always have a balcony, but then you have these other units that not so much. They're not, they don't come up that much, but they don't have balconies at all. That's interesting. Okay, so we've kind of gone through all of these. You can get an idea of what the value is. $400,000 for not having a balcony on a high floor. Get out of here with that price. $400,000 with a balcony and a strip view on a high floor, on a mid to high floor. That's on the high side of reasonable. It is something that does happen. And you know what? Let me just pull this up so you can see all the comps for all the studios that have sold. These are the units that have sold in the past 6 months. And then you can get a better idea than just looking at what's currently available. Let's check it out. Okay, highest to lowest. Let's do it. Lowest price, second floor, 209, sold for $280,000. Another one on the second floor, sold for $280,000. So, and there we go. And then look at this, 29th floor, 2904, sold for $302,000. But that one was a good one. It's on the non-strip side. I actually sold that one. That's a penthouse level. My client got a real good deal on that because I feel like it's undervalued. But keep going down. If we go down, all the way, down, 350s, 360s, 380s, $450,000. $450,000 for the absolute top floor, 3811. Let's see if it had a balcony because on my notes, 11s don't have a balcony. But let's see what this one looks like. It does have a balcony. Yes, the penthouse floors. Maybe that changes too. Maybe you have more balconies. Oh my gosh. Maybe we just figured this out. If you're above the 29th floor and above, maybe you get balconies, more of them if you're in the penthouse levels. So here we go. There you go, balcony. This one sold all-time high, $450,000. $450,000. And man, when did this thing close? It closed on the 5th month of this year, 5th month of 2024. Now, if we go to 300, here we go, 3817. 3817 is a strip view. It sold for $400,000. When did that one close? That one closed the 3rd month of this year. So this one hit 400. These guys said, let's do 450. And man, they got it. That's interesting. So here we go, looking at this. Has the balcony over here on the penthouse level, $400,000. That is awesome. This must have, the 450 must have sold when there was like nothing on the market. And believe me, prices can pop up when there's absolutely nothing and you have something. Put it on the market, put the price high, see what happens with it, especially if it's tight market like it's been recently. So going down here, $394,000 for a 30th floor 09 unit. 09 is going to be strip view. Let's double check, see if it has a balcony. It does have a balcony right there. I can tell by the bar right there. Okay, perfect. $390, so $400,000. Now 3011, 11s we said don't have balconies, but bam, penthouse level. This is the big mystery, guys. This is the big mystery. Okay, perfect. So if you're on the penthouse level, there are more balconies for your studios. And I am rocking you guys because my chair arm is hitting you guys on that camera. So holy smokes. So now we know if you are above the 29th floor, high chance of you getting a balcony unit. Your studio does have a premium for being on a penthouse level. That is huge. You guys are realizing this just as fast as I am. This is one thing. There's always something to learn with these high-rise condos. But yeah, 390, 400, 450. My gosh. Now here, let's go. Let's find an 11 that sold. Yeah, 1511. So same stack. 15th floor, it shouldn't have a balcony. No balcony, bam, right there. There we go. Oh my gosh, too interesting. So, and you know what? Look at that. I just caught that. Here you go, the 11th floor. This agent did exactly what we mentioned earlier in the video. They are not using the pictures of the unit. This is not a picture of this unit, and I 100% know that because this shows it is a 15 unit, 1511. 11, if you follow the map, is on the strip side of the community. This strip side would have a strip view. This is a mountain view. This is an agent. You're paying this agent. Look at this. You're paying this agent potentially good money for recycling other pictures that aren't even of your unit. They're recycling other pictures and getting you a non-strip view. People will go away from this unit because of the bad marketing. This is marketing right here. This is bad marketing. Oh my gosh, they're putting as a non-strip view, not even pictures of the exact unit, on the 15th floor right here. Oh my gosh. And it's not this lady. Christine is the one who sold it. Let's look who actually listed it and put these horrible pictures up, man. Let's take a look at this. So if we're looking at it, oh my gosh, she was the listing agent too. She double-sided it. Okay, so interesting. I wonder why she had the buyer and the seller, because she listed it with terrible pictures. Nobody came and saw her unit. And then guess what? Bam, she's the one who's actually selling it. Oh, you got to watch out for these agents, man. You got to watch out for sure. I'm not trying to bag on anybody, but that's unacceptable. Okay, so now you've seen the studios. They can range from $280,000 to $450,000 depending on the view and the level. Let's head to the one bedrooms now. One bedroom units in MGM Signature. So we're going to look at everything over 600 square feet, which is really they're all over. Let's look at what's actually sold. 22 units in the past 6 months have sold. Lowest price for a one bedroom in MGM Signature that has sold, $340,000. $340,000 on the 4th floor. On the 2nd floor, they actually got a little bit of a bump, $375,000. That's interesting. Good stuff. Good stuff. And so if we keep going up, $380,000, $387,000, and we're moving $395,000, $400,000, $2,202. There we go. And so if we keep going all the way down, the highest price sold. This one says $800,000 by Stephen Khalilzadegan, me. but this is not for one unit. It is for 2 units. That's combined. So let's throw that one out. This one is the real highest one for just being by itself. So 2601 is just a few floors above the one that I sold, or below the one I sold. $540,000 for a strip view, premium strip view unit, and this one has some laminate floors. So that's interesting. The laminate floors, again, if you do customize your unit, you cannot be in the rental pool program. It has to be third-party rental pool program, or you do it yourself. So you cannot customize the unit and be in the rental pool program. So 2601 sold for $540,000. 3121. So that's an interesting one. This is the one bedroom corner strip view. But depending on the tower, it could be a little bit obstructed. This one actually is not, because it's in the first tower in the community. Look, it's a little bit customized. They're using it as a third-party rental program or renting as themselves, and they got that one sold for $520,000. So there we go. That's the high. If you're looking for a strip view, one bedroom, good level, you could be looking at around $540,000. This one sold for only $450,000. That one, we're not going to see that price again for a long time. Let's take a look at when that actually sold. Let's highlight it here. 2201 strip view unit, and for $450,000. That one sold. Oh my gosh, that just sold. That's a fantastic deal. That is a fantastic deal. Good job. I know Heidi. Heidi sold this. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Yeah, she sold immediately. I'm sure it did. Oh my gosh, yeah, 10 days. 10 days on the market. It was gone in 10 days, full list price, cash offer, of course, because they priced it too low. They priced that one too low. But yeah, great, $450, that's great. 2702, an 02 unit, so for $440. Look at this. This lets you know that this other unit was priced too low. 27th floor sold for $440,000. This is a non-strip view unit. Non-strip view sold for $440,000. This almost the same level, just a few units below, sold for $450 with a strip view. Sorry guys, should have a higher premium on that strip view for this one. But if we keep going down, we can get all the way down to $340,000. $340,000 to $550,000. You have a $200,000 spread from being your lowest one bedroom to your highest one bedroom in the building for MGM Signature. And this is all inventory that's sold in the last 6 months. Let's look at what's actually available right now for one bedroom inventory that is active. And now that you've seen what's sold, you can give me a good opinion on what this is worth. Here we go, lowest to highest. 4th floor and 2nd floor. 360,000, 364. If you remember before, it was 340,000 was the cheapest. 20,000 actually is on the same level. I want to say it was on the fourth floor. 20,000 less, sold for 20,000 less than that just recently. Second floor, 365. As you may have seen on the other one on the second floor, that's so funny. Or the fourth floor and second floor one that sold for 375. So interesting. So around that price point is what we're going to get for the low floor units. Oh my gosh, this one right here, 2902. 2902. Did I want to say? Oh, this is available for sale. This one, if you're looking for a deal, buy this unit. I will help sell to you or use your other agent and do that, because this is the spot. This is the best deal in the entire community. 2902. It's a one bedroom, 29th floor. It's on the airport side, right? So non-strip view side. It's listed at $390,000. I had this unit under contract at $420 basically, I think. And my client switched because he wanted to go to a strip view, so we went to a strip view. But this one is a short sale unit. It has had so much problems with trying to sell it. And it's not because of the unit, it's because they're going through this short sale bank-owned process, and it's just a pain. So it says $390, but I would caution you that is not an accurate price. But even if you get it into the low 400s, 420, 430, 410, whatever that is, this is going to be a great deal for being on the penthouse, because it's 29th floor, so it's a penthouse level, taller ceilings on that one. And I've been in this, the unit's in good shape. I actually have a video on this one, and I think it got like 25,000 people that watched it, or something huge for my channel, which was just very small. It was a big thing. So this one right here, they advertised it at $390,000, but beware of extra fees and other stuff that they're going to saddle you with as the buyer, because I know this one, there is extra stuff. So in low 400s would be great. It's still the best deal in the tower for a one bedroom, non-strip view one bedroom, penthouse level. Keep going down, 390,000 for the 8th floor, 14th floor, 395, 400,000 for 16th floor, 409, 602, and we keep going up, 400s, 1908. Let's find 1921. That's going to be strip view for 450. That's a good deal. 450 strip view, 1901 in the 4th tower. This is actually perfect. This is a perfect segue. I want to show you this. This is the 4th tower. Let me see, the 3rd tower. I said 4th because it's 145, but this is the 3rd tower in the community. And let me pull up a map. Boom. Here we are. Last tower right here. So if you're looking at Harmon, you enter the gate, Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 3. Tower 3 is the closest to MGM, so you can walk right through the, your covered area right to the MGM casino. But this tower, if you're going to be an 01 one bedroom, or I'm sorry, the 21 one bedroom, 21 as the one bedroom, this is the tower you want to be in if you're going to have a partially obstructed view by the next tower. So what do I mean by that? This is what I mean right here. If you are in an 01, it means you are on this corner of the building right here. 21 right here, 21 right here, and 21 right here. This is the most premium 21 view because it's so obstructed, not obstructed. You can see absolutely everything, and it's just wide view. Amazing. This is the best 21 floor plan in the community. Now, second best, would you think it's this? Nope, it's actually this one right over here, and here's why. When you look at the details, and this is why you use an agent that is very experienced with the towers, because we know the little details, the minute details. Look at how this building is lined up. Oh, I hope my face isn't covering this. So look how this building's lined up. It overlaps with Tower 1. Tower 2 overlaps with Tower 1. So that one bedroom will have a more obstructed view. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is obstructed. So if you're looking at Tower 1, it has this gap. That's a pretty good sized gap that is not obstructed by Tower 2. So if you want one of the best views, you're going to want to be in this tower with that 21. If that's the options you have as a 2-1 floor plan, that is the tower you want to be in for this one to be the least obstructed, most direct strip view. Now, if you're looking at that, let's just play the best strip view possible game, you're going to be wanting to be in these towers. So you want to be an O1 floor plan in any tower. O1 is just pristine. It's great. It's not blocked by anyone. It's completely wide open. There you go. I'd say this is the best O1 right here because there is no one next to you at all. And then you have the 21 over here. This corner of this building, Tower 1, is absolutely amazing. So that one's great in all the O1s. The second best is going to be the 21 in this tower, and then the 21 in this tower, and then that's basically it. If you want the best strip view, that's the order of operations. And I hope that helped you. But if we keep going down, so 450 for that one, and we keep going down, 465 for an O1. Look at that, 10th floor, 465. $465,000. That's an unobstructed strip view, 10th floor. And keep going down, 3402, 480. That's going to be a little bit high in my opinion for price wise. But man, this is where we're at. Now the fun part is to try to figure out the value of these combination units. There is what, 9 combination units here on the market right now. These units, you have to figure out if it's a strip view, non-strip view, and how much it should end up being. Really, the strip view units, it should be around $850,000 to $900,000 for a combined 2 units, meaning you're buying a 1-bedroom and a studio that have a door connecting to them. Those 2 units, strip view, should be $850,000 to $900,000, right around there, as a combined package deal. Let's look at these. What we have: $820,000 for the 14th floor. That's fine. That's a fair deal. 28th and 29th floor, or 28th floor, both non-strip view, $755,000. Not bad. That's fine for being a non-strip view combo unit. 2502, 3504. You're paying a premium for being on the high side of the penthouse level. So it's like, okay, let's look at that one a little bit deeper. 25th floor. For $840,000, no thank you. I'll take the penthouse for less. 23rd floor for $845,000 combined. Yeah, that's fair. That's not bad. That's not bad. 2701 for $450, not bad. Just fine. I just sold the 28th floor right above this one for $850,000. Right. So fair deal. 3602, 3604, $875. Do you see much of a difference between 35th floor and the 36th floor? They want $50,000 more than this guy right over here. So let's skip that one and go to the 35th floor, or have them match it, and we'll get 1 floor higher. So these are the things that we look at when we're actually shopping units. And then 3402, this was just absolutely insane. 34, which is the same as this and the same as the other 3502. They want $825,000 for this one. Boom. And then this guy wants $900,000 for 1 floor lower and same view. No thank you. Stay on the market forever. These are the kind of people that will have hundreds of days on market and then you wonder why it doesn't sell, because it's overpriced. So then we're getting to the end of this right here, and this we're going to wrap it up. 2401 for $919,000. That's a little high. That's high. That's about $50,000, $70,000 high. And then 3809, 3811. This is actually the highest possible price I've ever seen. This is not a 1-bedroom in a studio. These are 2 1-bedroom units on the penthouse, absolute top floor. Top floor. They want $1.2 million, $600,000 each. Absolutely not. No way in hell. $450,000 is the highest these have ever sold for. So $400 to $450, that's a fair range. Not $600,000. I don't know what they're thinking about on listing it this high, but you can try. It's never going to sell. So that is one of the reasons why you need me. I'm happy to share my experience with you guys. And if you stuck around to the end of this video, more power to you, man. But I hope this helped. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you when you get in Vegas. Bye, guys.